Teddy bears might be cute and cuddly, but when these black bears attack, it can sometimes be fatal. Today's video was requested by Mark Davis. If you have any other topics you'd like to learn about, subscribe and let us know in the comments section below. The American black bear and the Asian black bear are the main black bear species found in the world today. Even though they share some similarities, they also have a number of key differences when it comes to appearance, distribution, habitat, and behavior towards humans. On average, adult male Asian black bears weigh around 300 pounds, while their American counterparts are typically larger, ranging in size from 126 to 551 pounds, depending on the region. Asian black bears have black fur, light brown muzzles, and a distinctive white patch on the chest, which can sometimes be in the shape of a V. They also have bell-shaped ears that stick out sideways from their heads and are proportionally larger than those of any other bear species. Asian black bears have shorter and relatively weaker hind legs than American black bears. They do, however, possess powerful upper bodies, perfectly adapted for climbing trees. They're also the most bipedal bear species, capable of walking upright for over a quarter of a mile. Despite their name, American black bears can vary in color from white and cinnamon to dark chocolate brown and jet black. They're highly dexterous animals with great physical strength and can run up to 30 miles per hour. Both the American and Asian black bear are considered to be intelligent animals, with the latter even kept as pets in different parts of Asia. Number 6. Dillon. Waking up to the sound of a bear biting into your skull is a nightmarish scenario that most wouldn't wish on their worst enemy. While camping at Glacier View Ranch, a Christian retreat center in West Colorado, a 19-year-old camping instructor known only as Dillon woke up in pain with a bear paw wrapped around his body and the horrific sound of it crunching on his skull. The beast bit his head twice and was reportedly trying to drag him away. Dillon fought back by hitting the bear repeatedly and poking it in the eye before other staffers intervened. Despite the deep bite marks on his head, Dillon made a full recovery and returned to the camp, where he continued to teach wilderness survival. The bear responsible for the attack was tracked down and killed. American black bears are the smallest and most common bear species in North America. They're widely distributed, with a total population estimated at being twice as large as that of all other bear species combined. The International Union for Conservation of Nature has classified the Asian black bear as a vulnerable species. Their decreasing numbers mainly attributed to deforestation and hunting. They're currently found in the Himalayas, northeastern China, Korea, the Russian Far East, Taiwan, certain islands in Japan, and the northern parts of the Indian subcontinent. Number 5. Dash Patel. 22-year-old student Dash Patel was hiking with a group of friends in the woods of the Abshawa Preserve in New Jersey when they stumbled upon a massive black bear. Patel and his friends had been warned about the animal by other hikers who were heading away from it. Nevertheless, they decided to take a closer look. They spotted the bear in the distance and turned around when it got within 300 feet of them. Unfortunately, the 302-pound black bear kept following the group. When it got within 15 feet of them, they split up and fled. Patel was last seen trying to get away from the animal by climbing some rocks. He reportedly shouted at his friends to keep running. After the group fled, they called the police. Patel's mauled corpse was found being guarded by the black bear. The animal was behaving aggressively, and officers killed it with 2 shotgun blasts. His phone showed pictures of the beast taken by Patel before he was killed. The sheer size and strength of a black bear is enough to pose a significant threat to humans. Its powerful jaws and sharp claws are weapons that can break bones and tear through flesh. Its sense of smell is particularly well developed, which enables it to better detect human activity. Even though American black bears have attacked humans on several occasions, they usually prefer to avoid confrontation and limit themselves to making mock charges, swatting the ground with their forepaws, and emitting blowing noises. Asian black bears, on the other hand, have a reputation for being more aggressive towards people. It's thought that this is due to increased interaction with humans who frequently trap or kill them for their body parts that are used in traditional medicine. Others describe their aggression as an adaptation to sharing the territory with dangerous predators such as tigers. When an Asian black bear attacks, it will often rear up on its hind legs and knock the victim over using its paws. Then it will bite its victim on the leg or arm before going in for the kill by snapping its victim's neck. Number 4. Go Shing. In 2004, Chinese farmer Go Shing spotted an Asian black bear that was approaching his sheep. He grabbed a stick and tried to scare away the beast. The bear attacked Go Shing, almost mauling him to death. Li survived the mauling, but the damage to his face was so extensive it caused him to live life as a recluse. In April 2006, Go Shing became the second person in history to receive a partial face transplant. He was given a new cheek, nose, and upper lip from a brain-dead donor. Despite the success of the transplant, Go Shing died in July 2008 in his home village in Yunnan. It's reported that one of the factors that led to his death was his decision to stop taking the immune suppressant drug prescribed by his doctor in favor of herbal medication. Awareness is the first step towards ensuring survival in an environment known for black bear activity. This means packing away your trash and food and carrying bear spray. You should never sneak up on it, and making noise when walking through the woods will ensure that you don't stumble upon a hidden black bear. Never run from a black bear or turn your back to it, as it will most likely chase you, and remember that it's faster than you. They're excellent climbers, so climbing a tree to get away isn't recommended. Don't play dead, as most scientists agree that this technique only works with brown bears. Instead, stand your ground and cause a commotion while making yourself look bigger. Use bear spray if it's about 40 or 50 feet away to create a protective barrier in front of you. If confrontation is imminent, fight back and don't curl yourself on the ground. If you can't find anything to use as a weapon, punch or kick the bear's nose. Create distance, but never run away. Number 3. Black bear attacks in Alaska. In June 2017, 2 fatal black bear attacks took place in Alaska over the course of 36 hours. The first victim was 16-year-old Patrick Cooper, who was running in the Bird Ridge Trail race in Anchorage. Patrick became lost after veering off track and at one point placed a frantic call to his brother, telling him that he was being chased by a bear. It took 4 emergency responders to locate his remains. The black bear responsible for the rear predatory attack was found on site, guarding the boy's body. A park ranger shot the 250-pound beast in the face, but it managed to run away. The second fatal mauling occurred approximately 300 miles northeast of Anchorage, involving a worker for an underground gold mine. The man was killed and one of his colleagues was injured in the black bear attack. Federal mine officials and Alaska state troopers didn't release the names of the victims, but investigated the attack at the Pogo mine. Number 2. Black bear attacks in Japan. Over the course of 3 weeks, Japan's Akita region was plagued by a series of fatal black bear attacks. A total of 4 separate attacks claimed 4 victims. 3 of them were men in their 60s and 70s that were killed while picking bamboo soot in the region. The 4th attack involved a 74-year-old woman foraging for edible plants. A black bear was eventually gunned down by hunters near the site of the 4th attack. Inside the beast's stomach, the men were shocked to find human flesh and hair, although it wasn't clear whether the same black bear had been responsible for all the killings. Local vet Takeshi Komatsu suspected that the animal might have developed a taste for human flesh. He said that people foraging for edible plants were particularly vulnerable because bears ate the same plants. They most likely went out alone and didn't make noise while walking in the forest, which would have scared off the bears. Komatsu added that they were probably looking down or in crouched positions, making them perfect targets for bears to pounce upon. Number 1. Fon Fromlat. A drunk Thai man was mauled by a black bear for over 15 minutes after he entered an enclosure at the Phetchabun Temple Sanctuary. The enclosure, locally referred to as the Liang Pu Lamei Herb Garden, used to house more than 100 wild boar. It was also the home of Jiao Q, a giant female black bear raised at the facility ever since she was a cub. As those who managed the enclosure wanted the boar species to grow, the temple offered locals the chance to take boars home for free. When 38-year-old Fon Fromlat entered the cage with the intention of retrieving a boar, he tried to pat the bear on the head and offered it some grass. He was attacked by the massive animal and dragged off, suffering multiple puncture wounds. Locals screamed in terror but dared not intervene out of fear for their own safety. According to the monk who managed the enclosure, Fon was drunk and the smell of alcohol triggered the bear, which had never attacked anyone before. The bear's trainers used a pole to rescue him.
Hey guys, it's Angelo, producer of this channel. I wanted to let you all know I've set up a Patreon account where I'll be offering very exciting and very exclusive bonus footage available only to people on Patreon. There, your voice will be heard regarding things you want to see and which direction I take my channel. Click on the end screen here to find out more, or on the link in the description below. Thanks guys, and I hope to see you on Patreon soon.